Hi guys, welcome back to the One Auto channel. This one here behind me, Vauxhall Corsa D 1.3 CDTI. It's in because it's got a horrendous noise coming from the left hand side of the engine. I sort of think it's coming from the auxiliary belt area. Let's take a listen and I'll show you what's going on. Horrendous. So as you just heard, quite a rattle sound coming from the side of this engine, and it's actually from the belt itself, from the auxiliary belt. The problem being, you saw on that clip I just showed you there that the stretch of auxiliary belt was vibrating quite badly and the tensioner was vibrating quite badly, more than what it should do. This pulley on the end of the alternator, it's a freewheeling clutch pulley, so it will spin one way. It's designed to spin one way. Sort of when you're accelerating, and when you let off it's supposed to just disengage and just take out any slack and vibrations out of the belt. So just to check it sees, what you can do, it's difficult to show you, is that you can try and get a screwdriver into the internal fan inside the alternator in there, and if what should happen is you'll be able to spin it one way, just lever the screwdriver against the fan and the belt will turn, and then do it the opposite way and the belt should stay where it is but the fan should still turn. If you turn it clockwise, pushing it away from me, which we turn in the belt clockwise, I don't know if you can see that, it is moving the belt clockwise, which is the way it should go. Now if I get to the other side of the fin and pull it the other opposite way, it should, this internal fan should slip in this position, and it's not, it's actually trying to move the belt in the opposite direction. That is because this has seized. I'll show you a new one to show you how it should work. Then what I need to do here is just disconnect the negative of the battery and get the alternator off. We'll get it in the vise and change the pulley over. You will need some special tools, I'll show you those. So this is a new one. This one I just got from GSF. About 3 different types, so you'll have to check with them. Or check with the dealer if you're going to get it from the main dealer. This is what it is. It screws onto the alternator shaft because there's some threads down inside there, as you can see, and then you've got this spline piece here. This is so you can hold it when you, this is for the kit basically, so you can hold it. So what happens if you hold the middle there, let me show you from that side. If you hold the middle, I can turn it this way, which is clockwise, and the middle turns. So this is the direction of rotation. If you can just see that that's turning. But then if I hold it and go back the other way, see the centre doesn't move, but the outside does. That way it moves with it. That way it doesn't. So what's happened on the one on the car is that it's completely locked up, so it will just move like a conventional pulley. You can also get a no charge situation sometimes on an alternator, because instead of it being locked like that and spinning it, it actually breaks internally and spins as well. So the belt's spinning, but the alternator's actually not turning itself. So they do fail in a couple of ways, these. 10 mils to get your battery off. So your alternator's held on with 3 bolts. The top one there, they're E12 Torx, in the internal Torx ones, you can get focused. There you go. So there's one there, and then underneath there's 2. So I've just taken this plastic inner guard off, just 4 screws to do that. You've got to get the belt off of this alternator here. So get yourself 15 mil, release your tension, and work your belt off of your pulley. Up there if you can. Or there, wherever, however. There we are. That's it. Okay, looking at underneath the alternator there, you've got the two bolts, one there and one there that I was talking about. We've got a 13mm nut to take off for the main battery cable, sorry. And then on the top there, you've got a connector you need to disconnect, which I've done already. It's just a case of squeezing the connector and lifting it up. Right, I'm not going to get you in there while I do this, so I'll get it unbolted. So I've undone the top one already, got that from the top. That's the two bottom ones out. Should come through here, and it does. Sweet. So that is lock solid. Normally you can give it a flick and stop, and the fan will continue to run just for a split second. That one's locked. Happy days. So now it's in the vice. I'll quickly demonstrate what I was talking about when you can do it on the car through the top, locking the fan like that. But anyway, the direction of rotation, so it should allow the alternator to spin this way. Yeah, so it obviously does. But then when you go that way, it should spin freely, and look, it's actually locked, it's turning the alternator. So that's another little test. So we'll pop the cap off. So you're going to need this alternator tool set. This is a Blue Point one that I've had for quite a few years now. It's an LTS 4307. There's loads all over the internet. So pick yourself up one of them. Yeah, this is just going to wind onto that shaft clockwise. So this particular setup has got a T50, and that's the adapter that fits the inner splines inside that pulley there. So where's my Milwaukee? So 15. Check that out. That's a 15mm hex on there. Put that in there. So we want to be undoing that. It's a turn. We want to be doing that up. So clockwise spin on that. There we are. Tool stuck. There we are. And that just spins off of there. You see, like so. Lock solid. A new one that rolling somewhere. There it is. So what we need to do, stop that fan from spinning. Wind that on. This time a little blast anti-clockwise, should just nip it up. Right, so there you go, now it's on. You see it will spin the alternator clockwise, but it won't anti-clockwise. Jam that again, you see? Cool. Put the cap back on. Let's get it fitted back on. Hopefully that vibration's gone. Well, alternator's back on, belt's on. Let's get the battery reconnected. We'll start it up. See what she does. Okay, first start. It's a little bit quieter. Excellent, so all the vibration is now gone. from the lower part of the belt and from the tensioner just there. No movement at all, which is good. And this lower part of the belt here is all lovely and smooth. Great, get the inner cover back on, that one done. Of course, one last thing to do, just check that your alternator's charging the battery. 14.17, that'll do me. That's it then, boys. As you saw, that was the culprit. Stupid little pulley making all that racket on the belt. So anyway guys, hope the video was of use to somebody. If it was, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to connect me, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. See you next time.